Hello friends, this is Dr. Revatkar from Dr. Ambedkar College from Diksha Bhumi Nagpur. I came up with this video after a long time because of the pandemic situations. It was very difficult for us to carry out this kind of the work. But anyway, I am very happy that today I'll be giving you idea or presentation on a Lissajous figures. Lissajous figure is one of the kind of the pattern when the two alternating waves are superimposing on one another at a right angle to each other. We'll see that in the later discussion. So this is very important part of the simple harmonic motion, and we can give a simple idea with the help of the two waves we can generate, and or there is a simple way by which the students can understand this Lissajous figure in the laboratory with the help of the CRO, that is cathode ray oscilloscopes. Now then, what are the Lissajous patterns on the of the CROs? So this is one such pattern of the Lissajous figure that is being traced out by on the CRO. This is also another kind of the pattern that we'll see in the details of that. So let us see what is CRO. CRO is known as cathode ray oscilloscope, and it is a very important electronic device. It is being used to analyze the voltage waves or a different kind of the signals, even a frequency, to a very accurate precisions. And the main part of the CRO is CRT, that is called as a cathode ray tube, which is comprising of a glass flask, evacuated glass flask, where this is the screen of this cathode ray oscilloscope. And the important part of the cathode ray oscilloscope is you can say that is a filament or heated cathode is there, and this particular part is called as the electron gun, which comprises of two anodes, which is being used for the focusing of the electron, generating and focusing, and then a concentrated beam of the electron that will be produced with the help of these two anodes. And then there are two plates, one is called as a vertical plate and another one is called as a horizontal plate. So these two plates are called as the deflecting plates, and after passing an electron through this deflecting plate, so the horizontal plate, what horizontal plate can do, that it can trace out the electron that can be spread along the horizontal axis, and vertical plate, that is a Y plate, we can say that will pull up the electron in the vertical direction, so that whatever the figure that will be generated, so we can observe that figure. So this this cathode ray oscilloscope is being connected directly. One plate is connected, either YY or XX plate is connected to a sinusoidal wave. Sinusoidal means a sine wave which is alternating waves, and then the Lissajous pattern that will be traced out or that will be observed on the CR tube. Now the shape of the Lissajous pattern changes with the change in the phase difference. This phase difference is important terminology, that also we can see and it also depends upon the ratio of the frequency that is being applied to the deflection plates. So therefore, now let us come to this is a different kind of the Lissajous pattern that will be observed by considering a different frequency ratios. Frequency ratios means the frequency of the applied voltage, one along the X plate and another along the Y plate. Now the why these figures are called as a Lissajous figure. Uh, Lissajous was a mathematician, and he Lissajous curves. He was a mathematician. Uh, um, then he has observed some kind of the figures. These figures were also called as the Bowditch curves. Is the graph of the system of parametric equations obtained from the equations. It describes the complex harmonic motion. So this describes the complex harmonic motion, and this family curve was investigated by this Bowditch in 1815, and later on in more detail it was studied by Jules Antoni Lissajous in 1857. So you can credit The name to the French physicist Jules Antoine Lissajous, he originally used the sounds at a different frequencies to vibrate a mirror and a trace pattern. So he has taken some kind of the sound waves, and then with the help of the sound waves, they were reflected on the mirror, and then he has obtained trace out these figures, which was already known by Bowditch in 1850. So now the formation of the Lissajous pattern. Lissajous patterns are formed when you combine two periodic waves. Here you can see in a figure that there are two waves. One is along, you can say that along the x-axis, and another one, or this is along the horizontal, and this is along the vertical axis, or this what you can say that it goes on like that. So these are the voltage waves applied, which are alternating waves, and these are a periodic wave because they are having a time period that will be fixed, or in other words we can say that a frequency that is being fixed. So we can generate this pattern by applying a signals, horizontal and vertical inputs to the oscilloscope. So this we consider as a EY axis, that means a vertical to a Y plate we can give, and this we can give to the X plates. So in fact, this technique is often used to measure the frequencies in the day before the frequency meter. Earlier, the frequency of any oscillator can be measured with the help of the CRO. Till date also it can be measured. So now this is what you can see on the CR tube. This is a Lissajous pattern where the two frequencies are there, and then we can see there is a figure of it. So the frequency ratio will be different. It depends on the frequency ratios. So the signal whose frequency is to be measured is given to the y-axis. The signal, we can say that the unknown signal's frequency that will be given to the y-axis, and the known signal frequency is given to the horizontal axis, or the x plate, you can say that. Now the known and the standard frequency is adjusted in such a way that both are equal, and that can be observed with the help from the Lissajous pattern itself. The two lines are drawn, one vertical and one horizontal, so that they do not pass through any intersection on the Lissajous figure, so that I will show. Now when the number of intersections of the horizontal and the vertical line with the Lissajous figures are counted separately. So you can see here on the CRO, there are horizontal lines over here, and there are vertical lines are there. So either they are in the centimeter or they are in the meter. So from any particular pattern, if I want to measure the ratios, frequency ratios, Fy upon Fx, then in that case I can measure the intersection on this y-axis and intersection on the x-axis, and from that ratio I can calculate the frequency ratio, that what proportion the frequency will be there. So after finding the tangencies, so that we can see over here. So Lissajous figure with the different ratios are there. So here the frequency Lissajous pattern allowing the different frequency ratios. So frequency we have taken 2:1. That means one frequency we have considered will be equal to you can say that 2:1, and the proportion. For example, if I consider the horizontal frequency will be equal to 100, then vertical frequency vertical means this axis we can consider y-axis, where is having a frequency 2:1, means if I choose horizontal 100, then vertical will be 50. So 2:1 proportion, then we can trace out this kind of the curve, that is the figure of it. Now if I consider 3:1 horizontal tangencies or the frequencies 3:1 proportion, then we can get three elliptical loops attached to each other. If we choose 4:1, then we can have this kind of the four loops are there. If we choose 3:2, so 1, 2 and 3, and then 1 and 2, then this particular complex kind of the figure that will be observed. So the same figure we can observe over here, this figure, this part 3:1 ratios. So 1, 2 and 3 is there, 3:1 ratio, here it will be 1, and here 1, 2 and 3:1. So how can we calculate the ratio of the frequency of the signal to the applied deflection plate? So Fy upon Fx, the number of horizontal tangencies, Tangency means this we can consider, or in other word we consider number of intersection of the Lissajous pattern with the horizontal line. So this horizontal line we can measure. So here you can see on the CRO tube, so there are number of lines are there, so that we can measure, and then number of intersection of Lissajous pattern figure pattern with the horizontal line. So Fx and you can say that Fy. So here it is require vertical, okay, horizontal and vertical. Fy means horizontal and Fx means a vertical. So here it is require vertical. That means this I can measure the number of lines, and then from that proportion I can calculate the frequency ratio. So from exactly there we can calculate. Here some more figures I will be showing. Fy upon Fx. So you can see over here Fy 1, 2, 3 and 4 times. This will be intersecting 4 times. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And with this it will be intersecting 1 and 2 times. So Fy upon Fx, that will be 4 is to 2. The frequency ratio will be 2. So from that we can calculate the frequencies. Now here another example, 6 is to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then 1, then 2, then 3 and 4. 6 is to 4. So this proportion will be 3 by 2. Then here in this case Fy upon Fx will be 3 is to 1, 1, 2 and 3 is to only once it will be cutting down. So from that ratio we can calculate the Lissajous pattern, or from the Lissajous pattern. 6 is to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and here it will be cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 times. So 3 by 4 and likewise 4 by 3. So these are the different ratios that we can calculate. Now Lissajous figure can also calculate the phase difference. What is the phase? Phase is called as the direction and position, in what direction the wave is moving and from what position. So when we measure the initial position, and if there is certain kind of the angle that will be inserted already there in the initial position, then also that can be calculated. So if the ratio of the frequency is the rational number, then a closed curve will be observed on the CRO if it is a rational number. If the two signals have the same frequencies and in phase, the diagonal line to the right will be produced. That means a single line that will be produced if the two frequencies are the two waves are having same frequency and are in same phase. That means zero phase we can say that. Now if the two sine waves have the same frequencies and amplitude, same frequency and amplitude, and 180-degree out of phase, so one wave will be moving like this and another wave will be moving like this, then in that case there we can observe a diagonal line to the left to produce. And if the two signals have same frequencies and a phase shift of 90-degree phase angle, that means one wave will be starting from here and another wave will be starting from here like that, then we can say that we can observe a circle. If the two signals have different frequencies are different, then there will be only a patch of line because of the persistence of the oscilloscope screen that can be seen. And this is what I was talking about. So when 1 is to 1, when we consider the frequency ratios, 1 is to 1 means the same frequency, you can say that. And if the phase will be 0, we get a vertical line. If the phase difference between the two lines will be of 45-degree, we get this oblique ellipse, then 90-degree circle, 180-degree again a straight line, but the slope will be different, 270 again a circle, 360 again this kind of the line. If the ratio will be 1 is to 2, so one frequency x frequency equal to, suppose I consider 50, then y frequency, the frequency along the y axis, that is the vertical axis, will be 100 or in that proportion, then we can get a, for a 0 phase we get a figure of 8. For 20 to 30 figure, this kind of the figure will be there. For 45-degree we get a hyperbolic figure, and so on so forth. 1 is to 3 we get this kind of the figure, and so on so forth you can see. So 1 is to 4 we get, for a 0 phase we get this kind of figure. For a phase difference of 11 to 15-degree we get this kind of structures, and so on so forth. So from these different kind of the patterns we can know that what exactly the phase difference will be there between the two frequencies and what ratios or the proportions of the frequencies will be there. So there are certain advantages of the Lissajous figure methods. So they are there a little more robust. This Lissajous figure little but robustness and a little noise than the direct oscilloscope methods. Some kind of the noise that will be created if you work on oscilloscope. Then you know, direct methods are, however, much easier to interpret when harmonics are present. Harmonics means a multiple number of the same wave patterns are there. The accuracy of the oscilloscope method is comparatively poor than this method. So this is one of the disadvantage, we can say that. And the certainty of measurement is typically in exceeds of a degree. In exceeds of degree, one or two disadvantages are CRO is not a precision instrument for measuring the frequency of an alternating voltage because of the accuracy depending upon directly on the accuracy of the calibrated scale. So it depends upon if the scale is not properly calibrated, and if you want the frequency to be a very higher frequency, that means in a megahertz or gigahertz, so lot of frequencies are there, then in that case it will be very difficult to measure exactly the frequency. It is used for the rough estimate of the frequency. Yeah, roughly tentative or quantitatively we can calculate the estimate of the frequency. When the voltage waveform is a complex, that a frequency counter would not operate reliably, because sometimes it happens. So then in that case these Lissajous figures are important. So scientifically these Lissajous figures are important because they can give you the directly proof for the existence of the AC wave, or for the measurement of AC wave. We can measure the amplitude, we can measure the frequency, we can measure the phase. So many things we can measure with the help of Lissajous figures. So thank you. I hope you like this video. Please like my video. Thank you very much.